The secrets of success. I warn you, it's going to be interactive. He went to go to kick the ball. Excellent, well caught. If you've got a country, put your hands up. Excellent. The frog is singing, rocking all over the world. Does anyone like that song? Yeah, brilliant. I want you to tell me the story back as it develops, because if at the end of it you can repeat the story, you will remember all the benefits. Robin Hood was one of the best archers in the land, and he used to shoot apples off his son's head. Here we go.
But I just want to introduce Peter Ryding. Now, Peter Ryding is an executive coach, serial CEO. He's been working with me since January of this year. Peter's hugely experienced, worked with FTSE 250 companies and helped drive profits and growth and culture. And one of the reasons he's here today is because I believe that the things that he says match the way I want Hydrock to be.
I would really appreciate having a volunteer. Please, come on up. Thank you. Come up on stage. What's your name? Dexter, good man. Thank you. That's for you. Stay there a second. Why didn't more of you volunteer? Yeah, we're going to have to come back to that in a few seconds, actually. But why didn't more of you volunteer for that? You don't think I'm going to do anything stupid like firing an arrow in this guy's direction, do you? You see, in life, sometimes opportunities arise, maybe disguised as hard work, or disguised in some way that you don't recognise it as an opportunity. And the reality is, unless you grasp opportunities when they arise, instead of thinking, oh, this is a bit dangerous, I mean, maybe some of you are thinking this could be embarrassing in front of other people. You might be thinking, I'm quite introverted, I don't like appearing in public. You might just be thinking, well, I'm going to wait for someone else to do it because I'm not the sort of person who grasps opportunities. £20 up already. In life, you have to be prepared to grasp opportunities when they arise, even if they don't always look like an opportunity up front. Who in the audience would like to be more successful at home? Put your hand up. Who would like to be more successful at work? Who would like to be more successful at both? Good, because that's what I'm here to talk about. So belief is absolutely critical. What do you think, if you do have strong personal belief, you can achieve? I have told you, you might not have noticed. This is a bad pun, but run with me. So why am I telling you all these crazy stories, by the way? Just remind me. Visualization, because if you remember the story, you will remember the secrets of success. So, if you have strong personal belief, you might reach your top 10 shell. I did warn you. But without belief, you see, you won't achieve your potential. And we all are phenomenal human beings. You know, the chances of the genetics which are inside each of you of happening have been calculated to be 400 trillion to 1. To have the genes from your father, your mother, their father, mother, their father and mother, it works out about 400 trillion to 1. You are a very, very special individual being with remarkable opportunity and potential. Let me share with you 3 words which could change your life. Because if you use these words, you will make your relationships with anyone much better. There's a story about a man who goes into a florist and he's going to order some flowers to be sent to his elderly mother. And there's a girl, about 12 years old, crying outside the florist. And he says, "What's wrong? Can I help you in any way?" And the little girl says, "I want to buy some flowers for my mummy." and I don't have enough money. So the man says, well, I can buy you some flowers, come on with me and I'll buy you some flowers. So he does. He gives the flowers to the girl and the girl leaves the shop. And he sees the girl is walking into the cemetery. And she goes up to a grave and puts the flowers on the grave. What do you think the man does? He cancels the order of flowers, buys a bouquet and drives up and gives them personally to his mum. You never know when you might miss the last opportunity to tell someone that you love them. And this is all part of success. Relationships is a critical part of success. In many ways, one of the tricks in life is to keep the main thing the main thing. We all get distracted doing all sorts of stuff, most of which doesn't actually matter. But the trick is to keep the main thing the main thing. And you know what? The main thing is very rarely a thing. It's unlikely to be a villa or a car or clothes. It's probably going to be love and relationships and being there for people. Where this arrow would be shot into a horse, purposely into the horse, with this sort of arrow rather than the man, because it spins as it goes through the air and it gets stuck in the horse's flank and it drives the horse mad. Can anyone think of what phrase in the English language comes from that situation? You see, every phrase in the English language has arisen for a reason. There's a cause and there's an effect. No one just says, oh, let's come up with a phrase like straight as an arrow. They've noticed that arrows are straight and that's relevant. So the phrase is a barbed comment. So when you have a barbed comment thrown at you, it riles you, it annoys you, and whatever you do, you can't get rid of it. Cause and effect. So here is a barbed arrow, and it really is quite, oh, I'm going to be careful here. Oh God, it's just demolishing it. You can see it. It's very effective. Oh, I missed. Thank you. Can we just get a round of applause for the man? Well done. You can have the apple as well. Who was it back at the beginning of the story? Who was it about to kick the ball? Yeah, he went up and he stopped. Why did he stop? Why does that matter? You need goals. What sort of goals? Smart goals, and that's specific, measurable, agreed, realistic, and time-bound. Brilliant. And Robin Hood used to shoot what off his son's head? Yes, full apples? No, cause. And what was the fact? Thomas Edison took 10,000 attempts to make the light bulb work, and eventually he succeeded. Why didn't he give up? How could he have given up after 10,000 rich learning experiences? And he dropped the first bulb. Did it matter? Not really, because how important is it to have a plan B? It's vital in the modern world, vital to have a plan B. So then Owen Farrell decided the goal appeared, and he wanted to kick the ball. Should we do that again? So, it's coming the other way this time. So he kicked the ball. How did he kick the ball? Straight as an arrow. And why do we have the phrase straight as an arrow? Because arrows are straight, that's why, cause and effect. So he goes to kick the ball. Excellent, well caught. Congratulations. And as he kicked it, the net went up behind the goal, didn't it? What was that all about? Networking is very important that you get out there, network, meet people, help them in a non-transactional sense, and you'll find the world helps you back. It might not be the person you helped, but the world has this incredible habit of helping you back. And then, what happened on the pitch? A gorgeous model, cartwheeled on, and that model role modelled what? Three things. First of all, positivity. Secondly, they said, thank you. And thirdly, they gave a cake, which is a reward. Why was that a good reward? Because Owen Farrell likes cake just as well. So then they opened a bottle of champagne, and what came out? Fizz. What's relevant about fizz? Physiology, especially stress. And everyone has to find a way of relaxing and getting over stress. What also came out? A frog. What was the frog singing? Rocking all over the world, and landed in a... What happens if you slowly turn up the heat on a frog in a frying pan? And so what you've got to be very careful of, the danger of status quo. Wonderful. And then a bee flew over, and what happened? The frog caught it, spat it out because it stung him, and where did the bee end up? On a leaf in a terracotta pot with 10 shells. Yes, 10 shells. So what was the message there? Oh, you're getting ahead of me now. The bee leaf. Bee leaf is crucial. Self-esteem, self-confidence, self-belief, they're all slightly different. The important thing is you find a way of building your own self-belief. A very good way of doing that is looking back in your life on anything that you're proud of. And just think, I did that. I had the ability to succeed. I'm now going to apply that thinking and those principles to anything else that I want to achieve. So, with belief, what can you achieve? Your potential. So then, the shell explodes, thank you, and we're back in World War II, the Battle of Britain, and the Spitfire pilot is interviewed, and he's asked, how come you're so brave to go up and fly against so many enemy planes? You're massively outnumbered. And he said, I see it differently. He was reframing, wasn't he? I see it differently. I see a target-rich environment, and that's exactly what I'm good at. That's what I'm trained at. And what was he reading? So what's important about great expectations? If you set low expectations, what do people do? They lower their performance to meet those low expectations. If you set high expectations, what do you do? Absolutely. He takes off his helmet, and it's Roger Bannister, the second person in the world to run the 4-minute mile. And what happened straight away after he ran that 4-minute mile? Lots of other people did, because they had the belief to do it. And then who appeared? Harry Potter. If you've got a country, put your hands up. Excellent. Okay, so when I reveal it, if you are in the row of the colour I've predicted, stand up and start clapping. Is that a deal? So here's my prediction. Done.
Wow. Right. That was fantastic. Thank you, Peter. Really good. Absolutely wonderful. Just want to give Peter a quick round of applause. Thank you very much indeed.
At times we all need someone to turn to for skills or advice, yet don't have the right expert to ask, causing delays, inefficiency and stress. Well, now you do. Vic is your virtual interactive coach. The groundbreaking online solution that gives you the immediate answers and guidance you need. It covers everything from conflict, body language, presentation skills, you name it. You can speak or type your query for instant tailored advice, delivered in bite-sized top tips and fascinating videos. Or Vic can even guide you through more complex issues. It's just like having a real coach and business expert there with you 24/7. Vic diagnoses your key skills gaps, develops bespoke programs with optional exams and CPD certificates, gives you gentle reminders to keep you on track, and even predicts what you want to know without you having to ask. Clever. all chosen from a wealth of world-class content on over 130 topics, including sales, stress, and leadership. Vic can transform tough situations into career-defining moments, or simply helps you get through those day-to-day dilemmas, making you more valued, more productive, and more successful in work and in life. See for yourself. Take Vic for a free trial today.